pile of wood there. My little gray card. Take it. Hey everybody, I am on the road, the highway that goes from Spence's Bridge to Merritt. So a forest fire went through here a while ago, not that long ago. But before that, there was a tremendous amount of flooding we had about 5 years ago. An atmospheric river just ripped out lots of the road and bridges and whatnot. That's all been repaired now. So I thought I would take a cruise along this highway because I've done it many times before and it's absolutely beautiful, especially in autumn with all the autumn colors. But sadly, you know, now we've got to deal with all this devastation. But this is beautiful. Look, you can see all the white trees reflecting the sunlight in the forest. I've got the 8x10 all set up, and how I originally wanted to photograph this scene was horizontal in tight with just the forest and maybe some of the fence in the bottom, but the longest lens I have is 600. It didn't get me in close enough. I guess I don't need this anymore. It's not that cold. But right now I'm waiting for the cloud to move over, but I don't think that's going to happen, so I'm going to take the picture now. I've already metered my scene. I'll go through all that in a minute. Just let me finish this last sheet of film, and then I can talk to you guys a little bit more. It's pretty windy too. It's calmed a bit. Let's take it. All right, that's it. That's all the film I'm going to shoot because this stuff is not cheap. Hey, I always like to meter with my reflective spot meter directly off the scene. But sometimes you run into scenes where we can't really do that so easily. So I have my little gray card. I've had this little pocket-sized gray card forever. So I took a reading off of that, and I'm going to treat it as a normal subject luminance range. I just love that blue sky, so I had to slap on the red filter just to make it really dark and add a lot of punch, hopefully, into the tree area, the white trees and the really, really dark black trees. So there's a lot of contrast. So this should give you a pretty good idea of my framing. You can see that pile of wood there in the shot. Now, as far as the camera is concerned, as you can see, I've got it pointed upwards, and rear and front standard are both vertical, parallel with one another. I've also raised the lens. I'll get this cable released out of the way. As you can see, it's been raised considerably, what, a couple centimeters. So I had way too much foreground, so I wanted to eliminate that. And of course, you knew I have the 355G Clairon, and I also had the number red 25. All right, folks, that's it for me. I am gonna pack up, head on over through Spence's Bridge. It'd be nice to stop and eat there, but there's nothing there anymore. Sad. So I head all the way down to Hope, and then on my way home, join me in the darkroom. We'll see how these negatives turn out. Oh, I was shooting HP5 and Bergger Pancro 400. I'm really excited to see the results. Here are two of the negatives that I developed in Pyrocat-HDC. HP5 on the left, Pancro 400 on the right, and we can see a very big difference in the base fog, especially in the Bergger. HP5's base plus fog is 0.26, Pancro's is 0.56, doubled. There's no way that I could print the Pancro in any alt process that I use on account of that very high base fog. Probably I could make a gelatin silver print because we all know that we can just print right through that base fog. The HP5 negative with its lower base plus fog is a little bit higher than usual. I could probably make something with the HP5. Let's take a quick look at the PC512 negatives. Right away we can see that the base fog of the Pancro is pretty heavy compared to HP5's. Pancro's is 0.40, HP5's is 0.11, which is good. Now the density ranges don't match because I'm not that familiar with the Pancro film, so it is denser, but still, even with that high density range, which I prefer all processes, there's no way I can print this because of that high base fog. I might just be forced to make a gelatin silver contact print. This is not the initial shot that I wanted. I wanted to be in a lot tighter. Something more like this, but I didn't really have proper lens focal length for that kind of a shot. But you know what? I could scan this in, enlarge it, print it out as a digital negative, and make a carbon transfer print or even a calotype. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But I haven't really decided which negative. Am I going to use the Pancro in PC512 or the HP5 in PC512? Pyrocat-HDC or the HP5 in Pyrocat-HDC. Theoretically I could use all of them, but I think I'm going to just scan all of them in at a low res and take a look at them and decide from there. So why don't we do that?